How's everyone doing today? Alright, this is what I want to talk about today. Something I've been thinking about for the last couple days. It's not really a serious topic. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not like earth-shattering or anything like that. The thing I was thinking about this week is smartphones versus non-smartphones. And why was I thinking about this? I was thinking about this because someone that I know seems to me to be addicted to the smartphone. You know, always staring at the smartphone. Every time you see them, they're looking at the screen. You know? So I started to think, am I addicted to the smartphone? And I realized that I do use a smartphone, well, my iPhone, a lot. But what am I actually doing with it? Am I getting things done? And the answer is, unfortunately, not really. Let's see, what do I mostly use my iPhone for? Well, lately, recording videos. That's cool. That's getting something done. I have the Adhan prayer software on my phone. That's all right. Will help me to, figure out what time the next prayer is. Of course, I use the phone, but I don't really talk to a lot of different people on the phone. I only call my house, and I call like a couple people. That's about it. I'm on a family plan with 3 people, and we're sharing 500 minutes, so there's not a lot of talking going on. But that's what the phone is for. It's for talking. So I'm really not even talking about that. I'm really talking about the smart part of the smartphone, not that phone itself, the smart part. I have the reminder app to help remind me of things. Like I have to call somebody or I have to do something. I have the calendar, which kind of does the same thing, except it's not a calendar. I have the Notepad app, or the Notes app, and that's pretty cool because I write down ideas that I have, business ideas. I have this long list, things that I actually need to take action on. Some things I did, other things I need to take action on. So that's cool, but I can do that on paper. Evernote, that's huge. I use that a lot, mainly for consuming information that I've clipped from the web while I'm on my smartphone. Evernote for the computer, I use it to type up notes. So I actually, make stuff on there. Podcasts. Heavy. That's heavily used. But do you need a smartphone to listen to podcasts? No. So, and what got me thinking about it is because I want to help the person out that I see that's using the phone too much, I thought, why not help myself out? And I thought, all right, the average data plan is what? An additional $40 a month? Okay, what if I didn't have that? That's $30 a month that I'm saving. You're probably thinking, whoop-de-doo. Okay. But think about this. It's what, $360 a year? Is my math right? Of course it is. Just kidding around. So $360 a year. So if I didn't have it, that's an extra $360 a year. Okay, still, whoop-de-doo. Okay. Now I'm just one person that's subscribed to AT&T. How many other people are subscribed to AT&T? How many other people are using smartphones? How many other people is AT&T getting $360 for per head? That adds up. Somebody's getting rich off of me and other people. Then I was thinking about the first phone that I had, the first cell phone that I had. I think it was a Motorola something. It was like a black phone it was on Cingular Wireless, for those who remember Cingular Wireless. I was in high school. It was the Motorola something. It was a flip phone. It was hot back in the day. back in the day, you'd pull that out. Oh man, you got the flip phone? Wow. Woo! Nowadays, you pull up the flip phone, people will try to dip away from you like, yo, I don't want to be caught with this archaic person, you know? So, I mean, I thought like, all right, what if I got a non-smartphone? How would my life change? You know, and first of all, how many smartphones have I had? I think 3 or 4. All right. My first smartphone was the BlackBerry Curve 8320. My second one, and this was like what, 2008 or something. So it hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've been using a smartphone forever. So, you know, so once you really think about it, it kind of makes it easier to make the decision. My second smartphone was the iPhone 3GS. My third smartphone was the HTC One. And my fourth smartphone is this one, currently, the iPhone 5. So I've only had 4 smartphones. I've had maybe 2 or 3 non-smartphones. It was first one, like I said, was a Motorola. The second one was like a Sanyo. I still got that in my closet somewhere. I gotta find that actually. So I saw these Samsung phones, non-smartphones, on Amazon, selling for $15. No contract, I'm pretty sure. $15. It was a flip phone. Can you imagine that these same flip phones back in the day were they $200 before you signed the contract? Well, no, most times it was free. Most times I think it was free with the contract. But it was still like a couple $100 if you wanted to buy them outright. These days you're paying almost the same for an iPhone. $200, you stay on the plan for 2 years, and then you can keep it after. Crazy. Anyhow, if I were to, this is how I think my life would improve if I didn't have a smartphone. And I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this that's going to be about paper versus digital, because it all ties in. My life would improve by, and I use WhatsApp a lot. My life would improve by, I'm not answering a bunch of texts. I'm not constantly logging into Facebook to see what's going on. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, if you have Facebook installed on your smartphone, Facebook records everything that you say, whether the app is open or not, because they're gathering intelligence on you. Not conspiracy intelligence, marketing intelligence, so they can target you for advertisements. Just so you knew about that. So I wouldn't be using all of these things that really they're not actually helping me. You know? How many people out there are actually making money with their smartphone? No, you're giving money with your smartphone. How many people out there actually know what a smartphone is? What does it mean when you hear the word smartphone? Average person's gonna tell you, you know, a smartphone is like a computer in your pocket, because that's how they advertise it. A smartphone is like having a computer in your pocket. You can do all this stuff real fast. Da-da-da-da-da. No. Here's what a smartphone is. I'm about to tell you what a smartphone, the reality of a smartphone. A smartphone is a device that is used to gather intelligence on you, the consumer, to encourage you to consume more things that you actually don't need. So the smartphone is actually smart at acquiring the money that you work for. That is what a smartphone is, my friend. So, anyhow, I want to hear what you guys think. Is a smartphone necessary in 2014? Does a smartphone really help you? Leave some comments. If this is your first time watching, or not your first time, and you have not yet subscribed, click that subscribe button below, because it's going to get more interesting. It's going to get more interesting. All right. That's really all I have for today. Everyone have a nice day. You know, it's Friday right now. Friday the something. So have a nice weekend. And if you're seeing this during the week, have a nice week.